Ay. Okay. Hi, Nani. I was looking at some friends conversing tonight a little while ago, about an hour and a half ago, on, make sure you can hear me, about an hour and a half ago, on Twitter, and they got to talking about records, or whatever, about, you know, the scratches you get on records, and I remembered a story about my nephew. He, look at this, I found my box of records. He got a hold of one of my records. He got a hold of a whole stack of them, and he was teething, and he had Climax, I Miss You, in his mouth, biting it. And I still have it, and I know it's in here somewhere. But I started looking through these super duper old ones and thought, no, I need to do this. I need to do this wide open. Look at this one. These old ones my dad got from some little black boys that came behind the grocery store my parents owned when I was little. My parents owned a grocery store, and I pretty much grew up in the office for about 2 years. I wasn't in school yet, and they were throwing these at the back of the building, breaking them. They had boxes of them. And my dad said, I'll give y'all $0.25 for each box. He wanted them to just stop busting up records, you know. But he carried them for years. He gave them to me. This is they're not in the best of shape. Michael Jackson, well, the Jackson 5, I'll Be There. One More Chance. Look at that shit. Look at that. Maybe Tomorrow, the Jackson 5. I'm hoping that it's... I can't even see that. Something Find a Way. I can't tell. This one is Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. This is one that I bought myself. That's not one of the ones, obviously, because I was a little teeny thing when that happened. Get on the Floor. I go, oh my God, that's crazy. Rock With You. Look at that thing. That's in really... I gotta clean them up. Look at that. That thing is... not a scratch on it. And this side, it looks like it might have something going on. I have to clean them. Working Day and Night is the flip side. Look at that shit. Chicago, Jenny. Don't Lose My Number. And Feeling Stronger Every Day. I don't have a player, but I still tote these around. Oh, God, look at that thing. It's pristine. The Bee Gees, How Deep Is Your Love? What the fuck? And the flip side is Can't Keep a Good Man Down, which I'm not familiar with that song. Oh, these are good. She's Gone by Daryl Hall and John Oates. Get the fuck out of here. I'm Just a Kid. I don't know what that one is. I don't know. Some of these, I can tell you the ones that I bought myself. Okay, this one I still have in the sleeve. It's Michael Jackson's Beat It. And when I was coming up, the first one that I ever bought was, the first one that I remember buying was Leather and Lace by Don Henley and Stevie Nicks. And the other one was Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. I was a kid, but I loved the Motown sound. I was a kid, and I've always loved it. Beat It, and on the flip side, Get on the Floor. I actually have a name up there. Right there it says Cori Armstrong. I don't know if you can see it, but yes, I did. I just want to share this with everybody because this is something that I'm incredibly passionate about is vinyl. Vinyl records. Paul Davis, Reggae Kinda Way, and I Go Crazy, which is one of my absolute favorite songs, even to this day. That song will make me tear up. That is the most warm, heartfelt, sad songs ever. If If you're not familiar with it, you should listen to the lyrics and everything. This is another one that I bought. I took care of my shit when I was a kid. Target has a cute player for a youth room. Really? I'm going to have to get that. Well, I wanted to have good audio, you know. So, Janet Jackson, Control. I used to know that entire dance. I knew the whole fucking dance. And my mom would say, stop running through the house. I was like 16 or 17 when this came out. Wait a minute. I can't even see the damn year. Can y'all see the year? I can't remember. I was 17, I think, when that came out, and I knew that whole dance. Dancing was my thing. A lot of folks don't know that about me. My sister worked at a bar like 4 nights a week, and she worked at a warehouse type job during the day. Look at that shit. Run DMC. You be illin'. You be illin'. Oh my God. Look at that. Get out of here. But anyway, and whenever we would have to go up there for whatever the reason to bring her something or to pick her up early, because she drank when she worked at a bar, you know, you have fun. And we would pick her up from work late at night. And I'd go in to get her. I'd jump my little skinny ass, because I was a little skinny ass, and I was probably about 122 pounds. And I was 5'8", 122 pounds. And I'd jump up there and dance my ass off. I wasn't supposed to be in the bar, but, you know. Freddie Jackson, Have You Ever Loved Somebody? I fucking love Freddie Jackson. Tasty Love. Good shit. Good shit. Oh, yes, I remember when I bought this one. You Will Know by Stevie Wonder. That is a sad song. That is such a sad song. It's about struggle. It's dusty. So dusty. You Will Know, in pristine shape. You see what's over here, right? You see that shit? Oh my goodness. And You Will Know, instrumental. Lots of dust. I tried to keep the dust covers, the sleeves. It didn't always work, you know, they get ripped. I actually I bought these off of eBay many years ago. Look at that. We Are the World. I remember when that came out, I was in the line in front of the record bar at Tower Mall in Portsmouth, Virginia, to buy this. Got my name right there, Cori Armstrong. And I remember Steve Perry's part very well. I remember Michael Jackson's part, obviously, very well. Stevie, I remember all of them. And this thing is also pristine. USA for Africa. And the flip side's Quincy Jones, Grace. Here's another oldie here. This is one of the old ones. Someday We'll Be Together by the Supremes. And on the flip side, My Sonny Boy. That's an oldie. Let me put these here. What? I saw them in concert. Great White Save Your Love. The good old hairband days. I made it to as many concerts as I could, and I bought my own tickets with my own cash. Once in a while, my parents would pitch in a little extra. I never wasted my money on t-shirts and stuff because I didn't have a lot. I earned my own cash, and I didn't have much. Good stuff. Amazed. Haven't worked from Heat and Age. Where have they been kept? They have been kept anywhere that I live. They've been in the attic. They've been in the bay of this RV for about 2 months until I saw that Doug had put them there, and I freaked out on them, and I hauled them in. They've been kept in a spare room. Whitney Houston, You Give Good Love. I remember when this song came out. I remember I had just been caught. I was a runaway that I had just been caught. And this was a huge hit. This was 1985. And I was 14. I hadn't turned 15. It was the summer of 1985 when this was a major hit. Greatest Love of All, Pristine, and You Give Good Love. And I think I actually have 2 of them, so I have them both in here. Yeah, and they're both excellent. And, yeah, but yeah, I remember that. Bon Jovi wanted Dead or Alive. I used to have these hanging on my wall. I just put nails up on the wall and kind of laced them, like draped them around this, so I didn't have to put. I was so worried I was going to fuck up the sleeves, and look at the sleeves now. Really? Look at that. Yeah, my nephew jumped on my bed. I had my records laying on the bed. He came in the room, jumped on my bed, but I couldn't bear to part with it. Oh my God! Musical Youth, Pass the Dutchie. Do you know this song? Do you know this song? I wasn't on the longest I was gone when I ran away was a little over 2 weeks. And my dad didn't even know it, but I was literally downtown staying in a house that was right outside the entrance to his job. And I didn't even know it was the entrance to his job, because there were 2 or 3 entrances to the railroad where he worked at. But he was almost completely passing the house I was at every day. Of course, now as a mom, I think about it and it breaks my heart, you know. But give love a chance and Pass the Dutchie. I am just blown the fuck away by this one. It is in such good shape. Good luck finding one of these in such good shape. 1982. I turned 12 the end of that year. This is so dusty. Look, see, some of these have just been Jingle Bells. And Santa Claus is Coming to Town. From, I don't see a year. I don't know. Oh my goodness, I loved my Quiet Storm jams. Stephanie Mills, You Give Good Love. Nope, I Feel Good All Over, sorry. I love Stephanie Mills. Dusty. I gotta clean it. Lots of dust. I freaking love vinyl. I have a stack of albums. And the last time I saw my dad, they were living in North Carolina, which they don't anymore. They were living in North Carolina, and he had all my albums in one of those milk crates, those plastic milk crates. And I was like, Dad, why do you have my albums? Nope, those are mine. I went, really, Dad? Michael Jackson's Thriller, Journey, Escape? Really, Dad? They're mine. Molly Hatchet? Really? Flirting with Disaster, Dad? Bread, the best of Bread? Come on, dude. He would not let me have my shit. I don't know. I think he was starting to lose his mind right about then. To this day, he's got all my records. Melba Moore, Falling. If you've never heard this thing just reeks of the 80s for me. This just absolutely... Do you know that she's got a really sad story? She was, as you can see, she was a hit. She has a lot of amazing songs, and her career went downhill as, you know, the tones changed of the music. Everybody changed their style. And she kind of fell off the map, and she ended up on food stamps. You know, everybody that was flocked around her when she was a big hit, they abandoned her. She ended up on food stamps. She lived in government housing, and it was a damn shame. I mean, she's amazing, amazing. Siam Sam and Still the One. I don't think I know that one. By Orleans. Now I'm trying to keep all these record names in my head to play later. Oh, that's funny. Do you follow me on Twitter? Because I can type the names up there if you want me to. USA for Africa. Again, We Are the World. I didn't know I had 2 of these. Yeah, one side's not so good. Probably just needs to be cleaned. Other side looks really good. You Are the Sunshine of My Life, an original. This is the original one. Stevie Wonder. 1973. I turned 3 in November of that year. One of my Pride and Joys is in here, and I'll tell you when I get to it. Pride and Joy. Tuesday Heartbreak. Get this. Harry Chapin, Vacancy. This is in really good shape. Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle. Original. I'm trying to find the year. 1974. I'm so blind. My Twitter is @SoFuggit. SOFUGGIT, just like here. Captain and Tennille, are you shitting me? Do y'all remember Muskrat Love? I loved Muskrat Love so much. Love Will Keep Us Together, which was their major hit. But I remember Muskrat Love. I was a little kid. This is 1975. This is a passion for me. It really is. I love my vinyl. I love the crackle. It's all fine and well to have a nice, crisp, clean sound, you know, HD and all that. But there's something about the crackle of the needle hitting the vinyl. Just nostalgic. It just is. Telephone Man by Mary Wilson. And Itinerary by Mary Wilson. What year is on this one? 1977. Oh, I don't remember this one. The Mess by, oh my God, McCartney and Wings. Oh, I fucking love Paul McCartney and Wings. Love, 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 love. The Mess and My Love. One of my favorite songs. Anything by Paul McCartney that he touches turns to absolute platinum. Wings, he did solo well. He did the Beatles. I mean, Paul McCartney is just, the Beatles were before their time. Brody Bounce, I don't know that one. The Way I Want to Touch You, and I don't know that one. Those aren't familiar to me. Good Night. Billy Ocean, Love Really Hurts Without You. You're Running Out of Fools. I don't remember that one. Casey and the Sunshine Band. I love them. I had a chance to go see them live with my kids. They were older. My kids were older, but they came to Busch Gardens Summer Nights concert series. I wanted to go so bad. And I didn't get to go. And I was very upset. But, you know, a few years prior to that, I did get to go see Peter Frampton and took my kids. Queen of Clubs. And I actually ended up with his hotel room key. He threw it in the audience, in the crowd, to come meet him afterwards. And my son went running out there, and these people were just everywhere looking for this damn card key, the hotel room key, the key card. And I just knew he wasn't going to get it, but I was screaming, "Get it for Mama!" because my camera had died, and right after it died, he threw it out in the crowd. And when my son come crawling on his hands and knees from that dirty ass mucky ground, and his face was really glum, and I thought he didn't get it. And then he reaches in his shirt and he pulls out that hotel room key, and I was like, oh my God! We left right then. The show was pretty much over, and then Doug tells me, yeah, we're not going to his hotel. It's a long ride back. I nearly filed for divorce. I almost did. My sister's obsessed with Frampton. She was when I was a kid, too. She's the oldest. Then there's a middle girl and then me. And I called her up on the cell phone and was like, I just saw Peter Frampton live. I've got his hotel room key. And she was like, you did not. I was like, listen. And as we're walking away, you could hear him still going at it, you know. And they're playing live, and he literally looked at me in my eye, and I screamed, and when I did, he threw his hands up like this. He let go of the guitar, threw his hands up, and went, ah! It was great. It was one of the most amazing moments of my life. But my sister got mad at me and hung up the phone. And I looked at Doug and went, yep, she's mad. Barbra Streisand, what are you doing the rest of your life? Barbra Streisand, The Way We Were. Yeah, that was a big hit, but I was never a fan of that one. Carpenters, They Long to Be Close to You. Everyone loves that one. I can't see the year, and I can't remember the year. I Kept on Loving You. I have a card here. Missing You. Oh, it's from my friend Sherry. This is when we lived in Nashville. Oh, Sherry. Christmas. My Sherry baby. She still lives here in Florida. She's the one that I went and stayed with when I first got here. Hadn't seen her in years. Oh my God. Luther Vandross, I saw him live. And Jasper Isley, the Isley brothers, they opened for him, and they were amazing. He was so amazing live. And the Isley brothers were fucking amazing live. I was 14 or 15, I think I was 15 when I went and saw him. There's nothing better than love. And instrumental. Wonderful, wonderful singer. I was very glad that I got to see him, and, you know, he's passed away and everything. Kenny Rogers, I will always love you. I could just break this one. I don't give two shits about Kenny Rogers. Islands in the Stream, I can't stand him. I just cannot stand him. Cinderella, Nobody's Fool. Yeah! Look at that. Oh my God. Pristine. I take care of my shit. You know, even as a kid, I didn't take care of like makeup and stuff. I was a rotten brat. I just couldn't keep up with makeup and shit. But I'll tell you right now, there it is. See, Video Kid Climax. I know I had it still. I Miss You. It is absolutely pristine. I don't know if you can see it. There's teeth marks there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there. Right there. This thing is absolutely pristine except for his little fucking teeth marks. He's 32 now. He turned 32 in January. Look at that. I was so fucking mad. I cried. And I told my sister, you owe me $1.82. Something like, it was like $1.80 something. Do you see it? All the teeth marks. Little bastard. My heart was broken. My heart was absolutely broken. That was like 86, I believe. 80. Let me see. 84. Sorry, 84. And I had to have this one, obviously. Weird Al Yankovic, Fat. Again, pristine. You Make Me is on one side and Fat is on the other side. Melba Moore, A Little Bit More. And When We Touch. A Little Bit More is the one that I bought it for. And it is, again, not a flaw. Saw them live. Me and Doug were both at the same concert and didn't meet. We never ran into each other, but we were both there. Panama and Drop Dead Legs. That's a good one. Drop Dead Legs. That's a good one. Pretty Smile. This is one not too many people are going to remember because it was not a major hit. When the Rain Begins to Fall with Pia Zadora and Jermaine Jackson. That I loved it. I don't even remember why I loved it. It's perfect. Something about it, though. It was not a big hit. Journey, Only the Young from the movie Vision Quest. I love Journey. I love anything Journey. Anything. So dirty. Look, I gotta clean these up. I'm just surprised that they're still in such good shape. Oh, yes. One More Night by Phil Collins. Oh, my God, does this take me back. Holy crap. This really, really takes me back. That's crazy. What do we got here? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh my God, look what Shane did. Barack Obama and John McCain. I forgot about this shit. I gotta take pictures. And she put yay and boo. That is so fucking funny. I forgot I kept that stuff. And my kids were always getting awards. They were really good students. They did really good. This isn't all of them. I lost most of it in the fire. That's all my albums. This is from my mother-in-law. Back when my father-in-law was still alive. This is signed by Bobby Knight, whatever that guy, whatever. I have no fucking clue what this guy's name is. But anyway, it's signed by him to somebody named Charles. I got this from my friend Ralph Coffey. He was a PGA caddy. He's actually in the PCA Hall of Fame. You can look him up there. This was signed. Whose signature is that? I can't tell. But he used to caddy for George Burns. Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? This is something I wrote directions down on. God, this is so weird looking through this shit. Oh, what baby is this? This must be my nephew. It's gotta be. Crazy. I love going through old shit like this. I had a lot more records, and apparently the one that was my pride and joy was lost in the fire. I don't know what else to think. It was the Monkees. It was an original the Monkees. That's what it was. Red Oak Middle School. Look at this shit. Oh my God. This is crazy. I've got old phone numbers. Presidential Historian Survey. I was interested in so much. I jotted stuff down. Oh, this is where we bought our house. With those assholes that didn't pay the fucking mortgage and got foreclosed on 3 times. The 3rd time we just let it go. We didn't fucking dig them out. Assholes. Total assholes. Seriously. Anyway. Tax records. Let's see if they belong to Trump. No, they don't. What year is this from? I am so curious now. I'm all nosy up in my tax records and shit. This is when we used to go to H&R Block, which, this is from 2009. Okay. I'm trying to see what kind of bank Doug was making that year, because that's when he was working out of town all the time. Dude, man, was never fucking home. Like, we never saw him. So where the hell is... Huh, that's weird. There's no actual tax records in here. I don't know. That's odd. Now I'm just browsing. Oh yeah. You know, kids have to do all their art in school. And I always wanted to frame everything they did, and I never did. I wanted to decorate my entire dining room, because my dining room in that place on Stony, it was huge. The place was huge. And I had plenty of wall space, and I wanted to decorate it with my babies. So much lint. Oh no, Snappy Doo. No way. It's my girl. It's my Shani girl back in 2008. Look at her. Oh, your little chubby cheeks. Now she's a mama. She got babies of her. She got a baby of her own. Just weird. I remember her like this so very well. It's just so weird. She's a mama now. But it seems to fit her. She's a phenomenal mom. She's great. Oh, that's bill arrangements there. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, it's more Shane. What have we got here? Oh my God. Look at that. It's a postcard. 1973. No Evil, it's called. But that's not when the card's from. It's just an old postcard. And the joke was that was me, Lisa, and Sherry. Best friends. Look at Doug. Oh my God, he was so young. Look how fucking young he is. You won't know who that is. That's my niece. You won't even know who she is. She's grown now too. She's a grown woman. That's crazy. Yeah, you won't know who he is either. That's my nephew. He's a grown man. You don't know who that is. That's my nephew. That's a good little boy right there. We tried to get custody of him, but his parents are going through a rough time. This got all fucked up. That's my daughter Madison. It got all fucked up. Tell me this ain't a good looking little boy right here. Look at that shit. Can you see that baby? That's my onlyest son right there. That's Wayne. That's my little booby baby. That's a good looking. Hey, how you doing? I just was looking through all of my records and my 45s, and there was more stuff at the bottom of the box. Look at my baby Babette. She died. She literally died on the way to the vet. She got parvo during the night, and by the next, right before 10 o'clock at night, by the next morning, we couldn't make it to the vet in time. She died on the way to the vet. That's how fast parvo took this dog. She was throwing up around 7 o'clock in the evening when I let the dogs out in the backyard. They had a big old backyard. This is when we lived on Springfield. And that night around 10, she was weak. She was, in bad shape. And I thought, well, she's just sick, The next morning around 9:30, we rushed her to the vet. And before we got to the vet, she passed away in the car. Parvo took her so fast. That is her sister, Mishka. Is that not a beautiful girl? My sister gave me her. We bought Mishka from her for $300. Beautiful dog, ain't it? She's awesome. Mean as a snake. That dog was mean. She was beating her ass all the time, so we gave her back to my sister and said, you can just have her. She said, you ain't getting your money back. I don't want your money, but you got to take this mean-ass dog out my house. I tried for a month or two with her. I couldn't do nothing with her. Oh, there's Dink Dink. Y'all don't know her. Y'all don't know Dink Dink. There's my friend Sherry. There's our house on Springfield. My dad, Doug, and Doug's brother. There's Madison. It's all fucked up, though. There's Madison. I don't know who that was. It's all messed up. And there's my Andrina, my Dink Dink. She's grown ass as hell now. Wayne. Look at Doug. Oh my God. Look at Doug. That is crazy. He was so thin. This was on Springfield Road. That's at Springfield Roadhouse. So, yeah, that's the hallway. Springfield Road. That would mean we lived on Springfield Road from the end of the beginning of 05. We rented that house the beginning of 05, and we moved out when we bought the house on Stony Brook in 07. So it was between 05 and 07, so that would make him 35 or 36, something like that. Nah, there's no pic of me right here. These are just other folks. There's Doug's brother, Eric. He's in a band. He's the bass player. My niece Dink again at her birthday party. And there's Shane wearing the tiara that I bought her because she's a princess. I treated all my babies like princesses and princes. Always did. Always will. Those kids could set me on fire and I'd love them to death. Oh, that's what moms do, Look at that. Her in her little tiara. She's a mom. So weird. Cat, get the hell off my back. Vincent van Gogh. A copy of Vincent van Gogh by Olivia Briggs. She got an A+. I'm not real sure where the A+ comes in, but I guess it works. I save everything. I was really upset. That house fire wiped. I don't care about the shit, the stuff. But this kind of things here, you know. This was to me. Oh yeah. I used to get a lot of this in '08 and in 2012 during because, you know, I campaigned. I was constantly working the phones or the neighborhoods for my political views. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my pictures. There's Shane again. She was just a little tyke. Now she's a big tyke and she's freaking beautiful. Good Lord, what else do we have here? Oh, I hate this picture. This is the house I grew up in. Oh my God, my son's driver education certificate. He lives in Canada now. Oh my God. This picture. My mom, my nephew Matt, that chewed on my damn record. My sister Angel, Amy, her daughter Brianna, me. See, my mom got me that shirt because I had a relative that was going to be at this big gathering that day. And I didn't want to talk to her, so my mom handed me that shirt and said, keep your fucking mouth shut. It says, if you don't like what I've got to say, quit talking to me. That's Wayne, my son. There's Dwayne, my nephew. That's Shane. And Jessie, my niece. Ariel, my niece. Tara, my niece. That's Kaylee. She's grown as hell. That's her granddaughter. And Madison, my daughter. So that's my mom and all of her kids and her grandkids. Every one of them. How neat. I love coming across stuff like that, but I hate that picture. There's another one of us bending over. Hold on. And showing our ass. I can't find it. Everybody turned around and showed our ass to the camera. My mom said, we got to keep it real, you guys. Really? This is old as fuck. Why do I still have the rabies vaccination for Boomer? My cat. I love that cat. I want a public option. America can't wait. That was for insurance, when they were trying to come up with some way for people to afford insurance. Jeez, I've got a lot of stuff here. Who in the hell do we know in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina? That is weird. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, it's okay. Okay. That was the people we were buying the house from. They were just in South Carolina for the holidays. I'm going to reload the page real quick. Yeah, my nephew that chewed on my record, his sons, and their foster daughter. Yeah, she looks just like her, but they're not related at all. She's a hoe, so she's out of the picture now. He ended up with custody of the kids, plus they had a daughter. He ended up with all the kids, plus the foster child. He ended up with all 4 of the kids. Got with another chick, she had a kid, and then they had a kid together, so he was like taking care of all these freaking children. But she was worthless as hell, that's all I can say. She was worthless. She did not fight for these kids at all. She didn't want no part of them. She would be a weekend mama, monthly, once a month, that was it. Oh my God, look at these, we're in a box of cereal, Post cereal. Mark Grace, Chicago Cubs. Ha! Kevin Mitchell. Kitty girl, you got to shut your face. Go away, cat. I don't know what any of this says. Doctor Who? This is a fucking doctor's note. Do you see this? Something about a bandage and he signed it Dr. Carrington or Covington. Jeez, what a horrible freaking handwriting. Oh, house payment in '08, $870, and they just shit it away for us. They just shit it away. Got foreclosed on all that money we put into that home and lost it all. Fucking assholes. We probably should have sued. But we had to worry about getting another home to put our family in, so that's what we did. Okay, that about does it. That concludes this this scope of me going through all my shit and reminiscing and looking at my vinyls. And I wish I could find the other vinyls because I had the Monkeys and I love the Monkeys. I wanted to show you guys my pride and joy. It was The Last Train to Clarksville, and then the other side was Stepping Stone, I believe. I don't know what happened to it. It's got to be down below. I don't know. All right, well, that ought to do it. You guys have a really good night.